All right, so one, it feels weird doing this. Gonna haven't been able to do anything for a while here. I'm gonna kind of be looking away because I'm pulling up other tabs here as I'm setting this up, getting this going. I think we're good now. Um, it's been it's been a freaking busy day, and part of it really sucks. I'm not really upset about David Bakhtiari leaving. Eh, it is what it is. Our O line was good without him. We made the playoffs without him. We paid him a bunch of money, and he's been sitting on the sidelines injured. So I'm not like that was the first big news that came out at I think it was 10 a.m. my time, Central Time. And then uh free agency, the tampering whatever period began at 11, so an hour later after, because it's noon Eastern, I believe, so it'd be 11 Central Time here for me. The floodgates open. There's a lot of signings. I'm gonna go through. I might wait till tomorrow just kind of see what else kind of happens today, and we'll kind of, well, even then, because stuff will happen tomorrow too. But maybe I'll wait till this weekend and we'll go through every team, or I'll do a stream this weekend. Because the floodgates are going to open up even more, because Wednesday at, I think it's 4 p.m. is when you can trade for people and whatnot for free agents and whatnot. This is free agency period, but tampering periods now. Everything else opens officially opens Wednesday. I believe it's 4 p.m. Eastern, so 3 p.m. Central for me. So we might wait till this weekend to kind of go through everything, just because for some reason everyone is signing people right now. And even yesterday on Sunday, there was already trickles. It was Bears signed someone. I think the Eagles signed someone. I'm trying to remember. There's a couple other signings yesterday, and obviously today there's a ton more. That's why I don't know if I want to do a video every day, because I'm exhausted from work. So I trying to do this and do work after, or do work after that. No, after work do this. Oh my god, my brain is fried right now. It's Monday. It's been a long day. But point is, we'll go over the Packers stuff here. I got to figure out a time this week to kind of go over everything for the NFL. Kirk Cousins is now an Atlanta Falcon. That's something that just came to the top of my mind. But big news here. I guess we'll start out with the sad news. This news that really actually hurts a lot. Aaron Jones is gone. He got released. I hate it. I honestly hate it. I feel like that we should just pay that man instead. Yeah, he was injured, but he still had a very good season this year, even though he was injured. I think it was 6 weeks. I want to say something like that. But he came in and just he dominated. We dominated the Cowboys once again. He did pretty good against the Niners too. That's Matt LaFleur play calling, not really wanting to run, but I don't like it. I really hate it. This is a man, I think it's been 7 years. I want to say something like that. It's been a while. He's been with us his whole time. He got drafted by us and whatnot. We're lucky Mike McCarthy was gone when he was, because he would have never got to show his potential probably with Mike McCarthy around. So we got lucky. He's been a staple. He was the heart and soul of this team. I'm devastated by it. It hurts. It actually really hurts. This hurts. If he goes to the Vikings, I'm gonna cry. I might make a video of myself just crying, because that's how much this hurts. If he going to a division rival, it's gonna suck. And I'm pretty sure the Vikings need one. I'm pretty sure the Bears would always take them. I don't know if the Lions would, because Gibbs has been pretty good this year. So I don't know, or this past season. So I don't know if the Lions would, but I know two NFC North teams would take him, and that's going to hurt a lot and add more on to the pain it already is now. So, again, we got rid of him. I would have been okay just paying that man, because he took pay cuts before in the past for us, just to stay with us, just to, be here. So, it's devastating, really. Just seeing him go like that, And the funny thing is an hour before he got released, we got Josh Jacobs. So, sorry, I just got to clean my eyes real quick. I'm not I'm not upset or anything by that. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, you know, it's terrible. I think he was injured this past season too, because either that or the Raiders didn't play him, or he boycotted and said, I don't want to play this season. I don't remember which one it was. But I don't remember, like, he didn't do anything this past season. And I know a lot of people are already happy about this. I've seen a ton of people happy about this. But like, you got to go off of last year's stats, because that's the most recent he's been. Like, you can't go like, oh, 4 years ago, he was the best running back in the league. It's like, no, you got to, like, go off of last year. Like, yes, it's the Raiders. Okay, it's the Raiders. Okay, calm down. I get it. They don't know how to do use their pieces they have. I understand that. Look at Davante Adams right now. I totally understand that the team is in shambles. The team is bad. I get that, but he was the heart and soul of that team too. Like, he's the reason why they were doing so good for a while. And so, again, I'll try to make a video this offseason, kind of looking at his stats from last year, we'll watch some film from last year and whatnot. But I don't remember a lot of his season, like, of him doing much with the team. And again, maybe it's he boycotted or got injured or something like that. I can't think off the top of my head. So we'll see. Like, I'm happy with it. Like, we got another top running back. Like, he's a good running back on paper. So, he is. I get that. I totally get that. So let's see first. Let me see. Let me go into it. Let me pull that up. So 4 years, $48 million deal. So what's that, about $12 million a year? Something like that. I think is that a lot? I think the CMC is getting like 15, right? I think that's a lot of money for a running back. I don't remember what, because CMC's got to be the top paid running back just because of how good he has been with the Niners and whatnot. So I want to say CMC is like 15. I don't know why that's coming to my head, but I feel like we're paying a lot for this man. Like $12 million a year is a good pretty penny. So I mean, we're banking on him. Hopefully he can stay healthy. I know, again, I think it was 2 years ago we had some injury problems. But Aaron Jones did too. So I understand why we got rid of Aaron Jones. He was injured for a quarter of the year, a little more than a quarter, maybe a third. But he came in and showed why he's the heart and soul of his team. Like, he showed why he's really good. So, like, if I'm watching this video back, like January of 2025, going like, what am I talking about? Like, why am I upset about getting Josh Jacobs? Like, I can see it, but I want to see first. I want to see what happens. I'm not down in the dumps about this. Again, it hurts that Aaron Jones is gone, but I'm happy. Like, he's a top running back. He's a top 10 running back in the league, even still. Like, even if he was injured last year, even if he was, sat out last year, he's still like good, like really good. So, like, that's just something. Like, I'm not going to be really mad at that. Then, thank God, this man was my number one pick for safety. We got a safety. Darnell Savage went to the Jags. But if you don't know, that's my second favorite team. We got my number one pick. We got Xavier McKinney for 4 years, $68 million. So both Jacobs and McKinney are 4-year deals, 20 mil separate them. But this is my number one pick. He's the guy I wanted. And at first, it looked like we were going to go someone else. So there was like 15 safeties that were becoming free agents or were going different ways or going to, possibly trade. Like, oh, Packers were interested in this safety and that safety. And I'm like, I hope we get McKinney. I hope we do. If we don't, hey, we don't. That's fine with me. This guy had a pretty good year last year. This deal makes him the third highest paid safety in the league with about $17 million a year. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't include a lot of postseason accolades, but projects a bright future. Yeah. Like this is overall, he posted the best overall defensive grade of his. I read the first part of that sentence and thought it was like best like overall grade for a defender last year. It's best overall grade of his career last year, 2023, his career last year. So my bad. Okay. I was gonna say, if that's what happened, if he was the best overall grade and we just got that man for 17 million a year, whoo! Okay. Yeah. So that's the big news again. David Bakhtiari. It's kind of talked about in the beginning, but that's I'm not super upset with him being gone just because again our O line's been good. Like that's one of the fields where we're just really good at drafting and developing is O line. So I'm not too worried about O line next year. We'll get another year of the young guys get reps and whatnot. Yeah. So I mean, we got a safety. We're already making moves. We already got a safety, right? We're switching out running backs again. We'll see. I should make a video just going over last year's stats. Actually, real quick, let me just see if I can find Josh Jacobs stats for 2023. We'll go to ESPN here. No, he played most of the year. He did play. It looks like he got injured against the Vikings because December 10th was his last game. So either he got injured or they sat him. So 233 carries, 805 yards. Oh, that's 25th in the league. 11th for carries. 6 touchdowns, tied 19th, averaging 3.5, 150 plus. Oh, God. Is that... Okay. So, yeah, just real quick, just looking at these stats, 805 yards is pretty good. Again, that's 25th in the league. 233 carries, 11th in the league. So they obviously, they were handing the ball off to him. Let's see. Look against good teams. Buffalo, he had 9 carries for -2 yards. Packers, he had 20 for 69. That was obviously with Joe Barry. Oops, I just clicked on that. Lions, 15 for 61. Chiefs 20 for 110. Okay. So, he exploded. 116 against the Jets November 12th. Then he drops down to 39 against the Dolphins. Then he goes up to 110, and then he dropped down against the Vikings. But 34 for 26. I wonder if he got injured for that. Receiving 37. He's not really receiving back. 37 receptions, targeted 54 times, 296 receiving yards. Longest was 21 yards. Longest rush was 63 yards. That was against the Chiefs. So he demolished the end of the year last year. He demolished the Chiefs in the regular season game. That was when they were at home, I think. Yeah, they were at home against the Chiefs that year. So, again, end of the year kind of had some good games. And then, again, I don't know what happened to him either against the Vikings or after the Vikings game. I don't know. But he has not played since December 10th. So, I don't know what that means. So, for now, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Like the video, share it around, subscribe. And we will come back with all 32 teams sometime this week. Well, I'm gonna promise that we'll get it sometime this week. I'm also, I guess we'll kind of talk about it here. I am starting, as my community post says, I am kind of in the process of making a Packers Go to Therapy off-season video. I honestly wasn't planning on too much for free agency like this early on, and I was kind of thinking of trying to get a script done and have something up by next weekend, but I think I'm going to actually wait to write the script or kind of write the script throughout the week here and then shoot it next week just because I didn't expect Josh Jacobs. I didn't expect Xavier McKinney. Didn't expect Aaron Jones to be gone. So, like, if more happens tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, it's like, okay, like I could, obviously put something up this week. But I don't know. I might just make a longer video. Like, the first one might just be a longer video. I might just kind of cover this, like, end of the season and this week in free agency, and then we'll go on into the off season with whatever else I want to do. But so that's coming up too. We have the NBA playoff skits are about a month away. I am debating I might do some March Madness skits. I'm going to try to do some some streams for March Madness. But problem is that it's on during the day, during the week when I'm at work, so I can't do that. So we'll see. So for now, like the video, share the video around, subscribe. A lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff I got to try to plan and figure out and whatnot too, especially with my work schedule. So for now, though, let me know your thoughts on the signings, the releases we've done so far. And we're one day. This is the first day of tampering. Like, we still have another day of tampering, and then we have technically a half day of tampering, and then obviously free agency, everything else opens at 3 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. So we got a lot going on. So I'm out of here, though. Peace.